that accident was just, I don't know what you would call it. Being cocky, got too comfortable on the motorcycle, timed it wrong. It was all my fault. It was just one of those days. And on a motorcycle, you can't have one of those days. One of those days could be the last day. Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday. I'm Mike, and this is our channel, Mr. and Mrs. Two-Wheeler, where we feature motorcycle touring, camping, gear, and travel tips. And today I want to talk to you guys about an upcoming ride I'm going to be doing to Wyoming. It's going to be a solo ride, unfortunately, as Nina can't take off of work. And this is something I got to do, and this is kind of my window to do it. I'm really hoping the weather cooperates because it's been kind of nasty up there. Basically, the ride we're going to be doing is going from Florida up to Wyoming, a place called Beaufort, Wyoming. And I'm going to be going up there specifically to Ames Brothers Monument, which is a pyramid that's up there. And the reason I'm going there is not so much to see the pyramid, but it's kind of to pay tribute to a fellow biker, YouTuber, and friend. You might know him. His name is Billy Music. He had a channel called By Way of Motorcycle, BWOM, where him and Tracy would do all these crazy rides, and they're actually the ones who inspired me to do all the states in the lower 48 and Alaska. If you've never seen their videos, I'll put a link in the description. Check their channel out. These guys are really good. They're a really great pair. They're a lot of fun. They have a good dynamics going between them. And their videos are just very entertaining. And most of them are trip videos, which is what we like. So yeah, a lot of fun. Go check out their channel. Give them some love. Unfortunately, a couple of years back, right around Christmas, we got news that Billy had passed away. He had some heart issues, but we didn't think it was anything serious until we got the news. And it was a blow to everybody. I mean, you'll see a lot of YouTube videos out there talking about Billy when he passed away. So anyway, some friends of his kind of did a few things as a tribute to him. And one of them was they hid these little treasure tins, you would call them. They hid them in various different places, and they kind of made rides out of them for his fans, his friends, for anybody who wanted to go and retrieve them. And I opted to do it. But I decided to do it for a simple reason that you guys might not know this, but a few years ago, I had a pretty severe accident. I was down in Miami on a road called the Tamiami Trail, which goes from Miami to Tampa. And I had a head-on collision with a car. Totally my fault. I went around the vehicle in front of me thinking I had enough room, and I didn't. And as I tried to cut back in, there was a car there. I just didn't have enough time to get in. Long story short, I was airlifted to Kendall Regional Hospital. That was the nearest hospital. I was airlifted to the trauma unit, and I had surgery there that same day. They actually wanted to amputate my foot, and I refused. I told them, if there's a tiny chance of saving my foot, I want to do it. I do not want to lose my foot. Need your foot to shift. It was my left foot, by the way. So I ended up staying there for a month. I had 10 surgeries on my foot, skin grafts and the whole nine. Not a pleasant experience. After that, I was home in a wheelchair for 5 months. The bike was in bad shape, but not totaled. I was debating on just scrapping it or putting it together and selling it. I didn't think I was going to ride again. You know, I do have kids. I am a family man. Obviously, there's Nina also. And when you go through something as traumatic as that, it kind of messes with your head. Well, you say, I got lucky this time, but, you know, I might not be so lucky that next time. I could have very easily died. I think I should have been dead, and, you know, I had a guardian angel looking out for me, and I know exactly who it is. Thank you, David. Basically, chatting back and forth with him, he kind of got me back into riding, convinced me to kind of keep my bike, fix it up, and get back out there. And that's how we got here. So right now, we're about to pull up at my friend Scott's house, who is also my mechanic. And we're going to do some service for this trip. This is going to be about a 5,000 mile ride. And he's actually a wizard with motorcycles. I mean, I never had any issues with any repairs he's done to my bikes. I don't know if he's camera shy or not, but I'm going to turn the cameras off just in case. And if he's not, and he doesn't mind being on the camera, I'll turn it back on and film some more later. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, so the maintenance is done. We ended up doing the front brakes, rear brakes. We checked the brake fluid, that was good. We checked the coolant, that was good. We replaced the rear drive oil. We checked the spark plugs were good. Only thing, I did have one bolt that holds the brake caliper that was a little bit rusting out, and we're risking stripping it. So I'm going to order a new one tomorrow and have it overnighted. I want to replace that before I head out on the road. And just to kind of touch back on the reason for this trip, I was telling you about Billy. So I was supposed to do this last year and it didn't work out, and then winter came in way too quick. Obviously I couldn't ride there through the winter. Put it off a little bit, and now the weather's starting to warm up there. It's supposed to be in the 50s as a high and 30s as a low, so it's not too bad. I got the heated gear coming in. I actually just received my gloves. My pants should be coming in on Monday, tomorrow. I already have the jacket. Should be good. The only thing I am a little concerned, there's been some nasty storms going through there, tornadoes and flooding. Not exactly in Wyoming, but on the way there. So I'm hoping that's all going to settle before we hit the road. Before I hit the road. I'm so used to saying we, but unfortunately Nina can't come this time. Which is a bummer, but it's also kind of alright with me. This is a personal thing for me. It's not a sightseeing trip by any means. It's not a ride I'm doing for fun. Hopefully all the stars will align and I'll get to do this trip and I make it there in one piece and back in one piece without incident. And hopefully that treasure tin is still there. It's kind of the point of going there, but also kind of not. It's like, if it's not there, whatever, it's the ride and the experience. But I would really like to have something of his, just as kind of a memory. And I guess a reminder of the person who got me to keep riding. That accident was just, I don't know what you would call it. Being cocky, got too comfortable on the motorcycle, timed it wrong. It was all my fault. It was just one of those days. And on a motorcycle, you can't have one of those days. One of those days could be the last day. And it kind of was a wake-up call. And it made me nervous. It happened once, it can happen again. And next time I might not be so lucky. So that's something that's been in the back of my mind ever since, and that's kind of what almost made me not get on the bike again. And I'm so thankful for Billy for talking me into it. You know, this is not just a hobby of mine. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. I love to ride motorcycles. I love to travel. I love to see new places. I love to camp. And now I love making these videos for you guys. You know, it's part of the trip now. If I'm on a motorcycle ride and I'm not filming, I feel like something's missing. So yeah, you know, hope you guys keep your fingers crossed for me. And I'll hope we have a safe trip. So on that note, I'm Mike, and I'll see you on the road pretty soon. Take care.